gonna take credit.
Let's make sure we protect each other's mental space. If you ever need me, just call. I'ma come running, give it my all. Love is love, God wins. Keep your vibrations high and watch how your blessings.
YouTube. What's going on with y'all? I just came in just to kick it with y'all for a minute. Everybody want the money, but don't wanna go down. 187. You don't know if you gonna go to heaven. Fight my demons. So many demons. It's me against these demons. Fight my demons. Fighting my demons. What's going on with you? Do y'all notice how it changed? Do y'all notice how the pyramid changed, the food pyramid? Do y'all notice how they came out and announced the food pyramid? Like basically changed the food pyramid. So if you go and look at the food pyramid, the original food pyramid that was put out in like 1992 or something like that, it had like, sweets and stuff at the top. It had like yogurt, meats, so on and so forth. But it had like the vegetables and the fruit like in the middle or at the bottom. And now like it's changed to where as though it has like fruits and vegetables at the top. Like fruits and vegetables is at the top of the pyramid now. Grains, whole grains is at the bottom of the pyramid now. Right? And I say this because this goes back to what I always was saying, right? That, our digestive system holds a very important factor when it comes to the vessel. So when you are trying to reverse digestion or the cycle of it, your body goes through like, they used to say like everything slows down when you sleep, something like that. But your digestion doesn't slow down when you sleep. Your digestion actually speeds up when you sleep. This is why when you wake up, you're more famished. You're like your stomach is empty. You're more famished. You're like, dang, I'm hungry, man. Like, and then like if you go to sleep on a full stomach, you'll wake up hungrier than you did if you went to sleep on an empty stomach, or you know what I mean. So, like our digestion is changing. Everything is changing. I said that it would change and they will change it. They have no choice but to put us in the proper operation. Now, they are using a disclosure method by trying to like slowly, tell us what it is that we have to do, become more organized, put us in the right order or whatever. So they're slowly like trying to do it. Because they don't want to look like the bad guys. You got to remember, these are the same ones who put the method in play, the method that we go by now. They're the same ones who put it in play, So now that it's changing, you can see the change that's taking place. It's like, oh, that's why I say like the people who you think is in charge ain't really in charge. Like you go by the Galactic Federation of Light, you go by some of this stuff, conspiracy theory wise, that they don't want you to talk about, you'll find some very peculiar stuff, you know what I mean? And then it's like, well, who is important? And that's when you got to go talk to the universe inside of you. I use the term universe because, the term God has been tainted, so on and so forth. So I use the word universe as to say, like, there's a universe inside of all of us. And if we get in tune with that universe inside of us, we'll be in line or in tune with the universe outside of us. So for the last, however many years, I've been trying to tell people about how your digestion is changing, how your state of being is going to change. Some people are not going to be able to deal with the change that's taking place, and you're going to have a multitude of, what we title as crash outs. These are when you're not trying to, get spiritually aligned, your spirit responds with a emotional crash out. So if emotions are our spiritual expression, then a crash out means that your spirit is either in confusion, in frustration, so on and so forth. So as we move forward in this new time, this Aquarius sky, as you see more and more crash outs taking place, because people are manipulating other people's feelings and emotions. People are not letting their, intent be true. All of this fake it till you make it method is causing people to not have trust or have trust issues, or different variations of betrayal, so on and so forth. So all of this is happening now in real time. Like, a lot of this stuff is happening in real time. And like, that's why I say, like, when you look at, like, the last year and everything that happens, with Jaguar and all the stuff that's going on YouTube, all the stuff that's going on in the entertainment world, all the stuff that's going on in the hip hop world, when you start analyzing it and you see, like, someone thought that they were going to be able to control chaos. You know, the problem with it is chaos is uncontrollable. So now that they have pumped, such high levels of chaos into the ether, it's going to be hard to just stop or clean it up. The same people who caused it can't be the same people that fixes it. It's like, what they would title like a god of war. A god of war makes money in the beginning of the war, before the war, and after, during the cleanup of everything, the rebuilding of countries or whatever. So you're watching this take place, you're seeing it, that's why Trump probably changed us from Department of Defense to Department of War. Because when you look at, like, a department, that department has to do what the title says, if you would say. So it's like, if we're Department of War, what are we about to spend this time doing? Warring. We're not about to spend this time defending. We're not. He didn't change it to, the Department of, Peace. You know what I mean? So, whatever it is that you think is happening, like, it's happening right now. Like, you look at, certain things that's happening. I think he just got presented like a Nobel Peace Prize, or someone else presented their Nobel Peace Prize to him. Not, he don't have one particularly, but when they presented it to him, they said he was the hair of Washington, like the hair. Do you know what that entitles? Like, that means, like, he's the rightful, birthright of America. Like, he's hold the birthright title of America. Like, his bloodline will, his lineage, that's a hair. Like, you're not the rightful hair of the United States. So when you see them start putting stuff like this in play, then you know that it's about, frequency, because they're putting it into the ether. They're saying it into the, trying to put this into the minds of the multitude. This is why, during the uh assassination attempt, this is why it was his right ear. This is why, because he was like, it's a play to say that he's the rightful heir. You know what I mean? Like, so here we are again, where this is being repeated, where he's got someone saying that he is the, heir of Washington. Like, this is redundant. We know, like, and there, this is a rewrite of history. You're watching it, even online, with the whole tendonism situation, right? You see that people are in states of being, right? So if people are in states of being, then that characteristic traits of how they view the world has to stand firm. So when you're looking at, you know, colonization and all of this stuff, that's something that's installed, embedded with inside the vessels. So these personas are always going to have this rhetoric in mind. So I don't, it's nothing new in the world. All of this stuff is repeated from the time of, Cleopatra, with Caesar, Julius Caesar. You see, JC, Jesus Christ, Julius Caesar. When they created that Venus bloodline, it was mayhem. When they created a false bloodline and so on and so forth. This is a false bloodline. It's in fact, when you have a whole bloodline that is born outside or created outside of creation, this is a bloodline that was created outside of creation. And then they created a false tree to fit their bloodline in. This is where all the history of whitewashing come in. This is where they change the history of it, to make you think it's something different. If you actually look up Jesus Christ, you'll see that it was the first slave ship. But a lot of people are not looking into all of that stuff. A lot of people are not looking into the madness of the world, because you're too busy living in it, so we got to bring ourselves to a greater understanding and a greater level of knowledge, and we have to want to see past the bull crap of the world. A lot of y'all want the history of the world to appease your feelings and emotions, and it can't do that. The history of this world is just that, it's history, right? But you can't ask history of this world or pick and choose the history of this world based off of your feelings and emotions. And that's the problem with the world. A lot of people want everything to fit their feelings and emotions, therefore changing the perception or the order of what is, always was, and always will be. But we're gonna keep fighting these demons, though. You know what I'm saying? Emergency. I just got out of surgery. I'm having problems with my heart and it won't work for me. I did some shit in my past and it's cursing. Listen to that shit. Huh? My little nigga going against the grain and that's just stressing me. I pray to God that God have mercy. I decided a nigga from sucking some shit on the game and paid the price. He saved my life. If you want to lick shit, we can get rip shit, we can get paid tonight. Everybody want the money, but don't want to go down, down, down. 187. Fight my demons. Me against these demons. Fight my demons. Fight my demons. Fighting my demons, demons, demons. I'm fighting demons. I'm fighting demons. They can't put a beam up on my phone. Get hit in the split if you want to smoke. Their money be green, so niggas don't know. Some niggas so clean, I used to be poor. Remember they laughed at me, they choke. Give me a ball, the nigga they choke. Say it's time, that nigga you go. My little nigga don't follow no call. I'm no call, no call. My niggas follow me like the Pope. They said I'm hard, they spend for the compliment. I'm thinking they hold me as a company, deals you gang, and bitch feel competent. Don't wanna hear that shit, I gotta kill that shit, leave that in military. I can get ignorant, you not consider it. Niggas do silly shit, we get the trigger shit, you see innocent. Don't give a fuck. I can pull up in a high land. Don't take no slam. Don't take no slam. $1 bill, y'all. That's why I say, like, Russia, Putin, they always go back to the Pangea map because they're showing y'all like, and then like off of that Pangea map, you have to look at like migration points. Um, why I can't think of this person's name right now. She also told us, that they changed up a lot of the stuff on the map. You know what I mean? Trevor Green, what's good with you? What y'all been up to over here, man? Y'all ready for the 2026 exposure of Jaguar, right? Oh, Trevor Green, you should come up, bro. You should come up. I want to run something past you. I think it'll be. I mean, you're already basically doing it, but I'm trying to tell you, man, you can go places. But you gotta, man. I'm telling you, you gotta put the work in though. Y'all know how this digital currency work. We're moving to digital currency, so you know what I mean. You gotta get with the evolution of it. I'd rather be, on the wave than under the wave. Like it's a wave going on right now. You see all the ain't nobody making money signing no 360 deals. Look at Finesse two times. You see what his contract consists of trickery. You know what I'm saying? You see what happened with Blueface soon as he got out. His 360 deal so tied up, he don't even want to do music no more unless he's writing music for some woman artist to come out with because that's where he can make his money at. But now everything is streaming. Everybody coming out being streamers now. That's it. It ain't no hip hop, none of that stuff. So what we gonna see? We gonna see digital concerts taking place, right? We gonna see, this type of like. That's why I say like to start promoting this type of stuff now, it's going to advance. Like if you become a manager of pages, stuff like that, then this is where that comes in. You know what I mean? Yeah, that don't make no sense either. When you can plant your own seeds and get your own fruit, but people want the fruit now. They don't want to wait 5 years for a lemon tree to pop up, whatever the case may be. Where you see that that's based off of laziness or idea of it. But what I'm saying is, like when you go to Puerto Rico and stuff, it's fruit trees everywhere. Like the last thing they worry about in Puerto Rico is eating. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't worried about food in Puerto Rico. You know what I mean? Because everybody feeding each other. Hold up, what's going on with you?
What's up, good brother?
How's everything with you? Hey, I
Everything's
see you. I
good,
see
man.
you doing your thing with the
Happy
cartoons
Happy
and
New Year.
Happy New Year, man. Welcome into the new year. Everybody thought Christmas, December, everything was going in, everything. You know how these people push the disasters of
I
this
know
world.
that's right. We've been missing you in the black tea section, good brother. Where you been at?
Mainly focused. I got a lot of stuff going on. I had to clean up a lot of different variations of stuff, but I wanted to do it in a peaceful way without, accusing or, pointing the finger at people, making people feel guilty for their part or whatever it is that they might have played. A lot of character rate, assassin of character goes on online. And I just wanted to get back to me. You know what I mean? Get back to the fun,
I
knowledge.
know that's right. Get back to the RalphdaWise, man.
Yeah, yeah. So I wanted to
Sometimes
get back
you be
to me.
losing me, good brother. I'm like, what the hell Ralph over there doing, man?
They was trying to
You know,
trap me up in some type of like that's not me. Like I don't go around trying to tear people's life up. These people play characters online, you know what I mean? And if they stick to the character, then any attacks online should be towards that character, not their real life. But these people try to disrupt your real life for content as a way to say that that's the way to go about being. Like I'm doing like homesteads, spiritual stuff, selling crystal stuff like that. you know, and
Okay.
actually
Okay.
out there helping people in the world. So for somebody to play on that, it's like, damn, do we really want goodness in the world, or is it just about, you know, controversy, chaos, world star? You know, our people used to be helpers. Our people used to be an image of how man should carry themselves. This is why we can make ignorance look so good. You know what I mean? But if you look at the level of ignorance that's in the world right now, it's based off of our people. Our people push this image out, and now we're mimicking that image. Whereas, like, where we hear somebody that's enlightened or use big words and we get intimidated by it, and we're like, oh, you trying to use big words? Oh, you think you smart? Oh, these are, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah, you know, a lot of people gonna say that about you too. You know, you get up there, you go crazy sometimes, Ralph. I'm like, what the hell is Ralph talking about? But you see, but I ain't into the moon, stars, and the quasars and shit like that. But sometimes I'll be digging you. I'll be under digging you or over digging you. Am I saying that right? Did I say that
Yeah,
right?
yeah, 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 yeah.
I didn't say that right.
You overstanding me right now. You
There
overstand.
you go. There you go. Overstanding. Sometimes I'll be not overstanding you, and but that's all right. No, that's all
But
right
that's
though.
the
That's,
thing about the mind, though. Like, if we allow people to just have that level of like human error, right? I'm not saying everything I'm saying is accurate. I'm not saying everything I'm saying applies to everybody, but leave that room for understanding so you can have that overstanding. You know what I mean?
I know, man. That's why I need you to come back, man. I need you to help me over and understand this Jaguar right situation,
I'm
good
trying to
brother. I
put the
need the help.
Discord. I'm trying to I'm trying to put the Discord
He
back
out here
together
in
so we
these
can
YouTube
start
streets
watching it
driving
again.
me crazy with all the
Uh,
lies and the deception.
I think right now, ain't she about to start beefing with Big Homie CC, or
Yeah.
see what Jaguar thought was? I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Okay, so Jaguar thought that she can put the pressure on World Star because they were supposed to push Jaguar out a long time ago and push Big Homie CC and 607 Unk into the algorithm of,
You see
you
how?
know,
Hold on.
country.
You see how Big Homie CC called her bluff, taking off his glasses.
Yeah,
That nigga took off his glasses. That's what she
that's
said. She said, "You know what? You know why I don't believe him? Because who never takes off their glasses? Next interview, this nigga took them glasses off. Said, look
but
at me, bitch.
this is why I say, like, was this beef supposed to happen already? Like, this beef was supposed to happen already. I think we interfered with that beef happening. You remember when
Mm-hmm.
uh Jaguar had the conversation when Maggie had her page, she had the conversation with Maggie, and she was like, I
Oh,
think I
poor
messed
man.
up. I tried to get Big Homie CC to extract somebody for me, and he was trying to get in touch with Ali Carter, and he wanted to work with Ali Carter first. So he said he didn't want to go get the person until we did the content together. And you remember that?
Yep. And he ain't never do the content with her
And he never
because
did the
they because
content.
they pulled him up on game. They said, look, man, don't fuck with this Jaguar chick nigga. And
But
he peeped
why?
game and then he started
Because
distancing himself from him.
who pulled him up on game? The AtWoods Network. Remember, the AtWoods Network was the ones telling Big Homie CC, don't trust Jaguar in them. And then Jaguar tried to say that the AtWoods Network was telling her, don't trust Big Homie CC. But it was really her playing that game because she was telling Big Homie CC the same way she did Ronnie Bo. Only thing is, Ronnie Bo fell for the bullshit. You
But
get what
Ronnie
I'm
Bo
saying?
kind of woke up a little bit. He did an interview
Yeah,
talking
but it
about,
was
yeah,
too
man.
late. It was too late.
Yeah,
It
you right.
was after he
Yeah.
crashed out, with, you know, the on his lawyer on live, after he exposed the fact that he's on perk 30s and drinking. Like, it was too late after that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then
They
her,
couldn't
her
live with it.
Jaguar, her mission was complete. She done gained about 20, 30,000 subscribers over there messing with the AdWords and all that stuff like that. So she ain't care.
Exactly. Her
Her next,
mission was complete.
her next move was shit. Fuck it. I'm gonna start beef. The beef alone gained another 20,000 subscribers.
But you got to
So, you know,
remember,
it's
controversy
a hustle.
sells.
She's
and
she's
no, and nobody was able to, like, this is a battle of words, you know what I'm saying? Nobody was able to stick her in, like, to show her real color. Like when she came over here, she got exposed multiple times. You can go back and watch every time she came over here, we exposed that she wasn't on this pedestal that she putting herself on. You know, we exposed her lies with the whole Brian McKnight thing. Then what happened after we exposed the lies with the Brian McKnight lawsuit coming against Brian? You know what I'm saying?
yo, I talked to Brian McKnight about that whole situation.
Did you?
Yeah, I did a video, right? And he left a comment. So I hit him back. I left my email. This nigga emailed me. I'm like, okay. So I left my number. I'm chilling. Phone ring. I'm like, hello. He's like, hey, it's Brian. I said, motherfucker.
Shut up. Shut
Like
up.
you not. So we
Why
got
you
the
ain't
child
locking
together.
the why you ain't locking an interview with him?
I tried. I said, yo, can I use for a soundbite? But at this point in time, see, he was going through some shit with his ex-wife. He was on that. So he wasn't really stressing Jaguar. He was, but he wasn't. But he couldn't talk about it because he had a little situation with his wife in the loop. So he was like, look, I can't do nothing until like the 15th. After the 15th, I can talk,
Why
and
you
I didn't know
ain't
what he was
telling the
talking about.
steez though? Like, why you ain't tell him, like, look, I'm gonna flip it into a cartoon. You ain't even, you know what I mean?
Because we was talking about some other shit. We ain't
Yeah, respect,
he was
respect.
trying to get them, he wasn't trying to get that Jaguar money. He was trying to get that ex-wife's book publishing money.
I already know. I already know. The other situation bigger than this situation. This is more so like just slander, defamation of character. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Trying to put her back in her pocket. Uh uh who was that? DJ Envy. I think somebody said like there's a lot of artists that try to ignore Jaguar, but now her voice is becoming something of a nuisance to them because it's
she's
like,
like a gnat. She's like a gnat.
yeah,
Nigga trying to
yeah.
swat her. Oh, bald headed ass. No.
You got that damn black bra on, man. That shit is crazy that y'all still letting her run around with 3 outfits. This shit is out of control. I blame the internet. I blame the
I blame
internet.
Wolf. I blame Wolf Beezy.
You blame Wolf. Wolf ain't in control, man. Wolf is a handler, man. Wolf is trying to hold on to whatever he can hold on to. You
He
gotta
holding on to
understand.
that digital pimp hand. He is the digital pimp.
There's some dark stuff going on behind Wolf, man. You gotta understand, like when you got two people, their idea is focused on the same thing. Wolf been trying to be a rapper since the 80s. You ain't go look at Wolf. He been trying to be next to these entertainers. He going to Puffy, Puffy
Jack
concerts.
going
Remember,
back.
they say Puffy the biggest. Never mind. But look, man, Wolf trying to be next to them. Wolf think he could still be a rapper. You hear them old ass
I
beats
think
he trying to
I
put
think
together.
Jaguar putting hands on Wolf. I ain't even gonna lie. I think she putting her hands on it.
Now, I don't know which one of them is, but somebody putting hands on that refrigerator for sure. All them dents that was in that motherfucker. Somebody punching on something
You
in
heard?
there.
Did you hear what Big Homie CC said?
What big homie say?
That when they was outside fighting, said Wolf snatched the phone and ran. And they went out in the parking lot. They was fighting. See, I don't know. They said they got the footage. I'm waiting for. I want the footage to pop up.
Jaguar probably
he
piecing
said,
him up,
he said, see, he was going to jump in it. He said, but Jag was getting the best of Wolf.
and he can't go nowhere. Wolf can't go nowhere. He tied in. Jaguar makes
Yeah, he's
sure he
stuck.
tied him.
He's stuck.
He
A
made
lot of times
sure
people be
he made sure beef with the ex-wife, so he can't go back there. Bring the kids up, so you can't go back there. You brought on your sister's kid, so now she done alienated you from your own family. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
On top of that, she
There ain't
got
no-
you watching guy on guy shit just so y'all can, fornicate with each other. Man, you're
and
done up,
ain't nobody
boy.
bringing their kids around no damn Jag. Who bringing their kids around Jag?
I don't know. Shit, they setting up play dates with Ayasa's kids and shit, 13-year-olds and shit, 2 boys. Y'all ain't hear about that? Shit, that was weird to
No,
me that they
that's why we
overlooked that.
need you to fill us in, brother, and all the good knowledge. On that good
As soon as
knowledge.
she said she was selling autistic based toys, all of y'all antennas should have been like, hold on. The person that talks about where every celebrity is putting their private parts is trying to sell autistic based toys. You're not Toys R Us. We ain't never seen no So that should have been, you know what I mean? And then Gina, whatever her name is, she said, I heard about the baby farms. How the fuck do you hear about baby farms if y'all ain't in? You say what?
You talking about Regina Gold?
Legina, yeah, Legina said I heard about the
Yo,
baby farm.
you be calling her Regina. That shit be having me cracking the fuck up. He be like, Regina Gold. I'm like, who the hell is Regina?
Yeah, Regina. Shit,
I'm gonna start calling her Regina.
what's the difference between me making up a name and the name she made up? This ain't your real name anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? I might as well give you a name that I think fit. You know, you're a Regina Gold. You know what I'm saying? A Reginald. Shit, everybody trying to pick these different characters. I came on here with my real name. They talking about Ralph. If that's your real name, huh? Nobody out here faking like okay, you want to keep a certain level of your identity away, but this was my business. This was my brand. So I want to be out there as much as possible because I want to pop up. Hey, yes, I am the person that you. No, these people out here just faking like Jaguar 3 outfits. I've never seen a woman that's making it with just 3 outfits. They going to Bloomingdale, they going shopping, they picking up everything. They shopping for guys, they shopping for their friends, they shopping for kids. She got a black bra and 3 outfits, Trevor. Like, think about that. And think about this. When she brought your story up, right? Your story was actually a story that she stole from her ex-girlfriend, TJ.
No, she ain't get that from TJ.
Partly.
It wasn't a story. That was TJ. TJ mixed it all up. Look, I know the whole Trevor Green saga. I know how it started. I know it. It's shit that she want to see.
So
say that
TJ
she
stole part of the story, saying that she used it.
No, TJ only said it because it was because the guy that she was dealing with was Jamaican, and that was the big thing was this guy was been Jamaican or whatever this and the third. The Trevor Green story deep. I ain't gonna jump into it right now because I still gotta do my research. But I'm in Philly. She think Trevor Green is OKP. That's how you know she's stupid as hell because as much investigation that she thinks she be doing. How the hell
we did a live together? How
exactly
how we on the panel together talking? If
and then if you go on the Trevor Green page, it's a video. It's videos of the actual me on my page.
That's crazy.
But, so I'll be letting it rock with that. But that be letting me know how crazy this broad is.
How much he just making up stuff as we go along.
Yeah, and Wolf Geezy, his scary ass.
Wolf is the weirdest. Listen,
first thing you gonna do is call a lawyer, call the law.
Why can't we just sign contracts and get like YouTube boxing? They doing it on every other platform. Boy, sign me up. I will put all types of paws on Wolf Coochie. Like I'm telling you.
Okay, Wolf and them can't do nothing. Number one, Jag can't go nowhere because of them 2 boys. She know I'm everybody on her ass. That's
they gonna try to play everything off as a setup.
Yeah, they somewhere looking like squatters and hoarders, hiding shit. Who want to live like that? But you know what? Don't make a difference as long as that check hit every 21st. She cool.
Yeah, they don't care about nothing else but that check. Chinese restaurants and them Uggs that they buying. And some curry chicken.
Ralph, we got to get together, man. I need you for some stuff, man.
Yo, the only question is, are we gonna do it on your platform? Like
they be loving you, Ralph. You funny as hell.
I want to step back.
When I be doing these videos, man, and I be doing your segment, I'm like, Ralph, I was watching you the other day. I'm like, yo, Ralph, this nigga crazy. And the people be commenting like, yo, who the boy Ralph? He crazy, he hilarious. I'm like, yo, that's RalphdaWise. I'm like, yeah, he be on Jag ass.
Mm-hmm.
Just leave Danny alone. Danny special. Leave Danny alone. Just leave that Danny smoke alone.
Nah, Danny. They came at me. I was trying to motherfucking shine some light on that little farm situation.
But you know,
she flipped that shit.
Danny don't play that shit.
He still should have pointed out the right shit though, like the connections. This motherfucker, I got video of these people coming into the crib, all of this shit. She's still talking about so.
Yeah, I know,
Oh,
but
he was
see, look,
squatting.
you
Like, come
present
on.
you going through it. You going through it. You going through it personally. She ain't taking that shit personal. So that shit ain't got nothing to do with it. So personally, that's how you dealing with it. So you looking at all the little things that we ain't looking at. She looking at the facts and the receipts and all that shit. You
Yeah, because
bypassing the
I'm
facts and the
looking
receipts
at because
because you
I'm
got
looking
personal
at
feelings attached to it. She
right
ain't looking
because
at all
look,
that shit. She's like, look,
listen.
fuck all that shit, nigga.
I know, but
Fuck
look
that.
though, if I'm building a business or a brand on social media, right, then this is my place of business, right? Just like it's her place of business, right? So when you're tarnishing the brand of someone that's building a social media management company, not just my platform. Fuck my platform. I got other people on TikTok that's under me in the agency, right? So on and so forth. So when you're building that, why you want somebody tarnishing your idea image of what you're doing, right? And to call future endeavors, right? To call like Kobo's Landing and say that I'm trying to take black people's land and I'm running
Oh
around
yeah,
with a white.
but see, it was lit. All right, it was lit. She went there because you started going there, and I'm just on the outside looking. I'm just giving you my opinion. That's it, But it was too late at that point in time. I watched the whole story. Look, trust me, I documented the whole story. I knew how it fell down. Yeah, at that point in time, it was too late. Danny Montana was coming out.
Well, if that was the case, we should have just left it on the squatting. If I would have respected that, like, okay, you saying I'm squatting from that situation, but I went to another, a place that had, antique shop that was in that same area, Allen, Michigan, which was like an hour away. That's what I was going up there for, those two places, right? So how did you I don't know, man. It's shit just crazy. Like to me, it's like put the facts out there. Like if the facts is saying like that I'm squatting, then let the facts say that I'm squatting. But don't manipulate something that I'm already trying to get out of manipulation of. Like I felt like I was manipulated into going up there because I was supposed to be in North Carolina, Kobo's Landing. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, Cobal's Atlanta
That,
sound like a damn
that
resort. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
that was a
I
spinoff
want to go to
space
Cobal's
because
Atlanta.
somebody else was like, "Hey, we can start
Cobal's
the
Atlanta
Atlas
sound
stuff
like
up here." Kobo's Landing. When you go down there, the four wheelers is out, the lake is there, the path is there, like everything was good. Rex got everything set up down there. Even like they got gas companies that work, so you got trailers. People come in that work there and they'll live there in their trailers and stuff like that. Like everything was good down there in Kobo's Landing. That's why I was like, I was taking both my sons back down there, so on and so forth. So when she did that, I'm like, damn. And Rex called me like, bro, you gotta, I don't want no negative here, blah, blah, blah. So, you gotta clean up whatever the fuck you got going on first and then hit me back. I'm like, damn. Mind you, this is a person that's this is my sister's family member. Like, this is a person that I got introduced from the family, like that knows my family, my sister's boyfriend. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, they trying to hit home with this shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, you talking? So Rex is the bull from Cobal's Landing.
Yeah, yeah. That's like family. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like a friend of the family. You know what I mean?
He ain't tell you nothing wrong, man. Clean that shit up
Nah, he
before you
ain't
come
tell me
over
nothing
here with
wrong.
that YouTube shit. Clean that
Shut
shit up.
Shut up, nigga. He ain't tell me nothing wrong, but the concept of it is like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Lie to my people.
It hit because it got personal. It got personal with you because it came from out of the Freeman Farms era, and now it stemmed to the Cobos Landing. Yeah, that let you know. Leave Danny the fuck alone.
That's not what that let me know. That let me know that she ain't putting the truth out there. That ain't let me know to leave nobody alone. Like just because her lies is being heard louder than the truth doesn't mean leave somebody alone. It just means, damn, I didn't think that she would like that. Like I thought we was both on the same page, which is just putting out facts. Like when the Murphy thing came up, or so on and so forth. I
Rest in
thought it
peace to
was.
Murph.
You say what?
I said rest in peace. Rest in peace to Murph.
Oh yeah, yeah. Rest in peace. Is that did anybody find out if that's like real or is it just
Yeah. I think they confirmed it, but
okay?
niggas just don't care. Like it,
Yeah, be honest. Like I mean, I ain't gonna say I don't care because life is the most important thing of all. But a lot of people out here, I'm not getting in the way of nobody else's karma no more. Like I come to the realization that a lot of people are getting karmatic energy, and they're trying to put other people in the way of their karma, if that makes sense. So I'm
I
tired
don't
of
even, I
like,
don't even think, I don't even think Madge ain't. I know Jag ain't covered as much as Murph was over there fucking windmilling for her. Madge, I don't think Magic said. I don't. Somebody was talking about it, but I don't think. OKP, I think OKP mentioned it. Other than that,
you would think that they
wasn't no,
would cover that
man,
shit.
wasn't nobody
Maggie
all
was
up in the chat talking
engaged.
about shout out to a real one gone. No.
Maggie was engaged to him. Jaguar said that this is what black excellence looked like when Murph was on the panel. So if black excellence is gone, then you should acknowledge that black excellence that's gone since you put Murph in the category of black excellence. I'm just saying,
Black
I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
you
You
wrong.
know, a nigga better hold a panel about me if I go. Fuck that. Hey, somebody better at least hold a panel about me if I go, nigga. I'm not doing all this influence content creation shit for nothing. You motherfuckers better hold a panel. You better do a cartoon, nigga. You better do my funeral cartoon, nigga.
He said a film. Man, look, I'm out. I'm trying to come outside 2026, man. You see how fast I jumped up on the panel.
Yeah. It's about time you do, man. I mean, shit.
It's like my third time. It's like my third time. I did one. My first time I did one. I jumped on the not shit, and then OKP now here.
Okay,
I'm
yeah. I
trying to get
think
my
you should get out there
I'm
more.
still trying. I'm still trying to get used to all this shit though. I ain't gonna lie to you. What's up, Sandra?
Make sure
Sandra
y'all
Love.
go
She be coming
follow.
through the.
Y'all make
She
sure
be
y'all
coming
go
through the
follow.
Trevor Green page. Shout out to Sandra Love in the building. She be holding. She been holding. She been holding you down for a minute, Ralph. Good brother. Sandra
Yo,
been
look,
rocking with you.
I
She
love
rock
Sandra.
out with you.
I love Sandra because look, she been there from day one. Ever since she was like, "No, they made fun of my voice. Fuck that." Sandra been like, "What? They try to tell me I'm not real." She is.
Oh yeah.
Yo, a lot of stuff happened in this little sector in a year. You know what I mean?
I know.
Stuff.
This sector funny, man.
It
It's
is, man.
hilarious.
That's why I
I
say you
can't get
should
into everything, but
capture more of it, man. But some of the other stuff, like some of the other viral stuff, I think if you start doing the content, cartoons of finesse going off like in his rants, I think that'll bring some more traction to your page. He's beefing with Woody right now. So if you like can get them in a
is it?
side by side cartoon clip, finesse
What I'm
Woody.
gonna do is I'm gonna branch off. I'm gonna branch off and start another page because
Okay.
the one thing about the Trevor Green saga, he's exclusively bonded to Jag. You feel me?
Yeah. You're right. You're right. But if you like branch off and do another page and just start doing like all the bullshit that's going on and just making cartoons of that, that's just gonna go fast. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah,
that's what people are looking up.
I'm gonna stay on her ass a little bit longer, man, because she be grinding my gears, man. She be
Shit, just
grinding
do
my
another
gears.
page. Just do a side page, or just do it. Just what?
Think I'm cool to come outside. They're gonna tell me to turn my TV on. If you really from Philly, turn your TV on and tell me what's on the news. What the fuck? Like, nobody getting up, doing all
Why?
that cool.
Why? She ain't even watching Philly news. She ain't in Philly.
Yeah. I'm like, so
She's not in
if you in
Philly.
LA and if you in LA and you can tell me was on Philly, if I'm not in Philly and I'm somewhere else, what the fuck makes you think I can't find out what's on Philly like you?
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like she make it seem like she doing some shit that nobody else can do. That's why I say her mind is warped already. You know what I mean? Talking about some they used to call me baby Thanos. Ain't nobody call you no fucking baby Thanos. You don't get your motherfucker. I'ma snap my fingers 2 times. If you don't get your storytelling ass out of here.
Look, hey Ralph, check this out. I remember when you first came to YouTube on the Jaguar Right sector. I was the, I was listening to her live, and I heard Wolfgate Geezy in the background talking about yeah, somebody streaming your live. And then he was like, wow, RalphdaWise. And then I went on YouTube. I was like, okay, he on her neck. Okay.
That's the day she was like, "Oh, somebody streaming my live on TikTok."
Yeah, yeah. Yep.
That nasty ass bonnet on, that empty bonnet. Who the hell put on a bonnet with no hair under it? That shit crazy. The internet.
All right, good brother, man. Look, I got to walk my animals, man. It's good.
Absolutely.
We got to chop it up. We got to stay in touch, man. 2026, man. We're gonna get back to this Jaguar train. We got to get her out this algorithm, good brother.
Yeah, 2026 is time to point out all of this shit. They listening. They just ain't had nobody put it together. The pieces are there. You just got to put it together. Like all 15 of Jay-Z's illegitimate kids. And Ramir got to pay $100K now because of that bull.
Ain't that something?
That is crazy. That boy walked away with that. Damn, they set him up. Where's the godmom at now? I know she in touch with Jaguar because they moved from Philly. That's Jaguar, right? Old acquaintance right there. I'm gonna put that shit together for y'all. I told y'all.
I don't even know how to feel about that because
I told y'all, as soon as that shit come out, y'all gonna be shocked. Like, what? Yup. Now everybody talking about something. He need to pay that boy. Well, it look like that boy need to pay hims. $100K. Where you gonna get that from?
Yeah, I gotta pay that. That's crazy.
You said what?
I said the aunt gotta pay that. They had her up for that.
Yeah. The godmom?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I said the godmom.
Yeah. The girlfriend. I mean, yeah, the godmom. Whatever lie y'all want to tell it. That's his baby mama. That's why he 32 still living with her ass. Nigga, shouldn't you be married with kids or moved on or something? Nigga, what the fuck?
I think he do got kids.
Yeah, with her.
You think so?
Yep.
That's weird. Now I can't. I don't think.
Don't make me go into extensive research. Don't make me pull out this evidence. Don't make me pull out the evidence. Please don't make me pull out.
Yeah. You got to make me believe on that one. That just sounds too weird right there.
All right. I'm trying to told you they was in a relationship together. One knows.
He was in the relationship. The godmom. Him and the godmom.
Yes, bro. Yes, they together, bro.
And they had a baby together.
2.
So then what make that his god kids? That's a little weird, ain't it? Ain't that? That would be the step god kids. I never heard of a step god kid. That's why I'm saying you have to. That was a little weird to me.
With a godmom is no relation in no type of blood, so she, you know what I mean. She just hold the title of godmom. She was just friends with your mama for all that time. That's all, you know what I mean. Like
that's weird.
Well, you gotta look at their whole story, you know, from the time that they moved from Philly. You know, from the time she groomed him, you know, from 16 years old, you know, to these stories that they holding, you know, so on and so forth. So, and then, you know, it's the whole, you know, one person was in this room while she was in the kitchen during the Atwoods interview. You can tell they in the same house. They trying to play like they not in the same house. You can hear Jaguar's voice like she's on a speaker call in the fucking background. On when the lady is talking with the interview with Atwood. I think it's the second interview.
So you thought they was in the same room together?
They was in the same house together. When the little boy walked through the kitchen, he walked past her. You see her react to the boy, and then when he goes in the room, you see Ramir react to the boy. And then she says to Atwood, "Oh, he dealing with his son right now." Da, 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 da. Yeah, because he just walked past your ass to go in there. So, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. don't know. You gotta do a recap on that, brother.
Man, listen to me, man.
Look. I know you be on. I know you be on some stuff, man. I remember you did the episode when you was breaking down how Wolf and Jag was in the background chopping up pharmaceuticals.
Them motherfuckers
See,
ended that
look,
bitch.
YouTube, man. I gotta learn how to curb my language on YouTube.
Yeah, yeah.
Look, and this shit, the YouTube shit is getting on my nerves, man. I'll be out on the real live streets talking like I'm on YouTube, and niggas. I'm on the corner telling the story to a nigga like I gotta use YouTube vernacular. I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah,
me
you know,
too.
nigga,
I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was like, "Man, yeah, such and such got unalived." They was like, "What?"
right? Yeah, I'm on the corner telling grown ass Philly niggas. Talking like, yeah, man, you know they unalive and niggas around the corner. Like what? I'm like, yeah, watch out. Said, little Raheem done unalive parents. Mm-hmm. That boy got 3 unaliveness.
Hey.
I said, man, this YouTube shit is
Oh
crazy.
man, that's just crazy. That's just dripping over into real life. You said something, boy. I'm trying. You ain't saying nothing but a word. That's how I know shit real. Cause I be doing the same shit, be in the whole conversation like, shit, they unaliving people now. Y'all better be careful. What?
That did lose YouTube lingo. That's right. I'm using real life YouTube lingo. Shit.
I've been said that Ramir was a whole, another scheme coming from the, Jaguar like experience.
Imani, I remember that. I remember when Ralph was on. I was like, but see, I wasn't really all into the whole Ramir thing. You know what I mean? Because I was just waiting for that to pass. You know what I mean? Because
well, it was going past, but you got to remember, Ramir started kicking up, hell of a, he did the 2 interviews with the AtWoods Network. Remember, AtWoods Network was being watched because the name popped up in the Diddy, all of that stuff. So AtWoods Network was being watched. He had to take down a bunch of videos. You know what I'm saying? So why would you? Right. So why would you turn around? If he just had to take down the Jag stuff for her lies, why would you then turn around and do 2 interviews on that page with the Jay-Z shit? Like what? Especially if you already know that you scamming. Like it's like the only person that didn't know it was a scam was Ramir. You know what I mean? Cause he pushing it. The godmom said, I already told Ramir that after we get the lift off my house in Philly, he can proceed with the DNA if he want to, right? That means she telling him like, look, if it get lifted, then we dropping this shit. He still want to push the Mario button. No, paternity. One thing, TMZ picked that shit up. Now you got to go through with it.
Yeah, because now it's buzzing. So now you got to take advantage of it. That's clout.
Even when she was on AdWords, she said, hold up, because they was trying to set up the Cash App to send money. She said, hold up, no, because we already in the lawsuit right now for, fraudulent schemes or whatever. So you got to be real cautious of this Cash App thing, and they got to make sure that they say this and you motherfuckers are already being watched on some bullshit. Now you moved to New Jersey and think that you're gonna pull the same bullshit just because you one state over. You got to be dumb as hell. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the whole thing was like a setup to expose it. Just who was making the money off of it for the duration, right? All these platforms that was
she put a lien on her property.
Yeah, they put a lien on her property after the first scheme got hit off in Philly. When they first did it and it got hit off, boom, that's what put the lien on her property, the first one, because they, filed it in Philly first, and then it got pushed. Remember, if you go back to the Ramir situation, go back to who was their lawyer in the first scheme. Now you see the connection.
Okay.
They fired the English, whatever, or that. What's her name? The lawyer that was in all the bullshit. They fired her. You know what I'm saying? Boom. That person dropped. So now they go to Jersey, right? And now they start the same bullshit in Jersey. Now they say, oh,
Okay. So they got you right. You right. You right. So PA. No, was it PA? Did they file in PA or New York?
yeah,
New
yeah.
York.
And they filed in Philly first. You know, that's Commonwealth.
Okay.
You get what I'm
You right.
saying?
You right.
So once they went to Jersey, that's now you dealing with different jurisdiction that could connect to federal, so on and so forth. Once you
So yeah,
dealing with like
the
that's like
scan was up. So they went to Philly. I mean, they went to Jersey.
yeah. So it was already up. They are, you know, Jay-Z they already took care of it. They had Ramir's DNA, right? So once they proved that Jay-Z wasn't, Jay-Z closed that shit back in Philly. Boom. Right? They even had Oskino and Smarks. Oskino doing interviews, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I remember. I remember. Saying something about it, but rock with the boy. I was like, yeah, I'll talk to him. You know, what I mean, a lot of people believe that. It is
Because
what it is. A lot of people.
they was trying to say Oskino might be his dad.
Oh hell no! I ain't even hear no shit like that. I never
Man,
heard no shit like
all you gotta do is type it in. I bet you that
that.
interview
He said,
pop up. I bet
Oskino?
you that interview pop up with Oskino. Oh, I mean, Oskino and Sparks. I bet you that interview pop up with him. If you type Ramirez real dad, Oskino pop up. Boom, interview.
I'm in these streets. I ain't never heard nothing like that. I know. Oskino he wasn't co-signing, but he was co-signing.
Allegedly though. You know how the internet is. That's why I say the internet's undefeated. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't co-signing none of that shit, but he was saying like he know him and shit. But that's what I'm saying. That's why I say the internet's undefeated. Like you go back to what Ramirez godmom was saying, you could tell, like, I don't listen, we got adults in this world now that's spectrum based, you know what I mean? That heard, some story about their life from somebody for a long ass time. You know what I mean? So he might really be under the impression of that story. I'm not really sure because you got to remember the story of his mom is coming from the godmom. Do you get what I'm saying?
I'm listening.
So the story that he's running with is not even coming from the person that's there, right? He's like, oh, I'm continuing this, because my mom would want it type time, right? But
Hey, at this point in time, that whole situation is just a fucking sports ticket to him. He's waiting to see if he's gonna cover. That's all. And his team lost at the end. That's all. That's how I look at it.
Right, just like that. FanDuel.com type shit.
Yeah, he should have got. He could have got
Cover that
stopped.
spread. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was trying to cover. He was trying to cover.
But see, it probably would have covered a little bit better if they would have stretched it. He wasn't doing enough content. He wasn't like branching off he had the same storyline Jaguar did and the same MO. This is bigger than just me. This is about, the industry and this can't keep going. Hold on. We heard this shit
man.
before.
At this point in time, I would have been trying to make it about me just wanting to know who my father was. Fuck that.
Right. The importance
I want the check. Where the check at? I want the Rockefeller. Well, I want a Rockefeller. I want to know. Come on,
if he would have ran with that, right? A lot of more people would have got behind him because he could have said,
I'm trying to get
long time curses. I don't want my kids not to know their grandfather, so on and so forth. Stretch that bitch out, right? They asking him questions like,
"Did you throw my diamonds in the air?" I want to throw the rock up.
Right. I would have been out there like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I would have been out there like, I would have been on that same shit. Like, shit, if you with me, throw the diamonds at one time. Ladies, if you with me, just grind to the baseline. Fellas, if you with me, just, you know what I'm saying? I would have been like, hell yeah. Why? Because
I know you're going to need somebody to watch Blue Ivy. Huh? I'm here for you. I'm here for you.
You know what I'm saying? Just let me be a part of your life, Pops. You know what I'm saying? Give me the little crib in the backyard. And even my backyard got a backyard.
Yeah, I want to call Memphis Bleak Uncle Memphis.
Right. I want to be a part of this shit. I see Uncle Beanie every day. You know?
Uncle Beans, I talked to my Uncle Beans.
Yeah. Damn. That's what I say. Like the way he went about it, it was like, try to do the modest, but the whole thing it really backfired because 100K, you can't cover that, my boy. Like you in them streets for real. Like y'all, I know a night walker. When I see a night walker, that man is a night walker. You hear me? The nigga had 2 coats on in the interview. Why you got 2 coats on if this your own house? That don't make
Nigga, it's
sense.
cold in Philly. It's cold out here, and you know how it is. You from Jersey? Come on, Ralph.
Nah. This interview was back in July. Stop playing with me. Stop playing
He
with me.
said
This
July.
interview was
You
back
gave
in
that much.
July.
He said July.
Yeah, because you lying to me. You definitely lying to me. Yeah. They had 2 coats on in the interview. I said, what the fuck? That's like the nigga that sleep outside. 3 pair of pants, 2
No,
coats. No,
he sound like
you just
sound like
stopping
he a
in
good
somebody's
dude.
house for a second. You feel me? I'm from Camden, New Jersey, bro. You know, my cousins and them rock
Listen,
like this. They come in the crib,
it's rough, bro. It's
2
rough. I've
hoodies
been abroad.
on, 1 coat.
It's
You say
rough. I
what?
got boys. I got homies from Camden. Camden rough, man.
That's what I'm saying. So I know how to be on P's and Q's when it comes to reading body language. You got to be fast with that shit. Motherfuckers walking around with
Camden's rough.
jeans on, with
And then
sweatpants,
it's
with the
small
pockets
too.
flipped on the outside. You know what I'm saying?
You know what
Like,
they used to say about Camden? They said Camden. They used to say Camden only had one stop sign, and that shit said stop and go the fuck back where you came from, cause ain't shit in
wow,
Camden.
turn around. Ain't nothing here. Don't try to come to the boardwalk. Stop coming to this aquarium. Stop all Jersey schools. Stop taking that school trip to Camden. School trip to Camden waterfront. Stop playing. Just want to be close to the danger. Nah, but that's what I'm saying though. Like the image, like a night walker, you know what I'm saying? Somebody who, what I'm saying, they sleeping outside, they chilling outside. That's why, half the interview she's talking and not him. Like, how the hell is you telling his story better than he's supposed to be telling it? How? How you know
Cause
his story better?
she got her house put up. That's why. Yes,
Because she created the story.
she got invested. Once she put her name on that house, once that house got put up in her name, she invested now. She probably wasn't really up, but now they like, land, look, man, you got to do something. Let's do
Something.
some couple interviews. You know what I mean? You could tell they really wasn't really
You
into
gotta
it,
get
man.
this
They had the
lean
little
on.
side.
You gotta get this
They had the
lean.
little side supporters like Jag running her mouth talking about Ramir Sadaway. Ramir Sadaway.
Yeah.
Ramir, shut the hell up.
That's why I said that was another Jaguar setup. And that boy should know his dad and da 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 da. Hold on, Jaguar. You the one that questioned the Tupac Regina Gold shit. Now you want to talk about Ramir should have his day. Like what?
Yeah,
Hold on.
and that all that's coming from somebody who questioned her kids. She don't even know who. She didn't even know who Giovanni dad was.
Yeah, she know who Giovanni dad is. Giovanni dad is her dad. They got
No,
the
you
same.
think that's no, her Giovanni dad is the boy that's he's like 15 years older than her. And
No,
that was my whole thing. That was
no.
my whole thing right there. How you gonna sit
Jaguar
there
right
and
said her dad is Giovanni's dad.
and that's crazy because look, this is crazy, Ralph. I'm working on a video, right? And I did a segment with Cleo, and Cleo was like, "Yeah, she was going in on Jag, and she said some shit about your dad, your dad had sex. It was so crazy. I ain't even put it in the video. I was like, no, I can't put this shit. This shit a little touchy, right? Even if it's true, if it ain't true, it's shit was still a little touchy. And then you bounce back and you said that, and I'm like, oh,
It,
mm.
listen, I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. The real question is now, this is going to be the real problem, right? When you find out
So you trying to say?
who
So you trying to tell me that Giovanni is really her brother's son or her son?
her her son brother, her her.
Sudra.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But this the one you need to look at, right? What would that make the second son if his dad is his brother? What would that make him?
What? Retarded. Oh, can I say that? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean to say that.
You
I didn't
can't.
even mean to say that. And I didn't even, it didn't even come out like that. It didn't even mean to come out that way, like I was saying. I'm just saying as far as incest, trying to save the channel, as far as incest, it would have sounded. The son,
You
bro.
can't.
Can't say that. I know. I apologize. I don't know a YouTube word for that. I don't know YouTube. I didn't get the YouTube lingo covered for it.
But
Re-rig.
that that whole family dynamics is crazy when you looking at, you know, Goomba being her third cousin. You looking at her father being, you know, and then you looking at the relationship that she had with her son. You know, they said she was out there making her son think that he was you know, they were in a relationship together. Like they was, man, you gotta go back and look at some of that shit. Like I thought it was disturbing, but uh when old boy brought up that video of, you know, they said that making her son do something, you know, while, you know, in the corner watching, and he said he got that tape and she really pushed the Mario button about that shit. I was like, shit, that might hold truth. You don't remember when old boy
Oh, I
said,
remember that. See, that's why you got to bring something. You got to start working these shits out of archive.
trying to tell you, I thought, I was like, what? Hold up, hold up. What'd he call her? What'd he say? What'd he say her name was? He called her by her damn. I can't think of the name he used. Yeah, I ain't gonna call her Jaguar no more. See, that's the same thing that you seen Ray J pull on Orlando Brown. You know what I'm saying? Or Orlando Brown pulled that same move on Ray J
What?
when he was on the Whatchacom show. He pulled the same move, like by calling her alter ego, or calling her the name that she used when she go into these rooms. You know what I mean? So
Who, Jack?
only Jaguar Wright would know that name that he triggered. You know what I mean? It's like,
Jag,
you know,
Jag got like 4 different alters. They all come out
I
when she
know, but
changed the name.
look. Back in the day, right? They had anonymous, and they had these names. These are the names that they called them in the back rooms when they did these freaky things. You get what I'm saying? A person wouldn't know that name unless you knew what was going on in these back rooms. You get what I'm saying? So when you use them, it's to remind them of what you know. It's kind of like when Jaguar used the yellow lighter on old
So you
girl when
think
she was on it.
on Misha?
Yeah, when
Like,
she used the yellow lighter, right? It's a reminder, right? It's kind of like when Orlando Brown, or not Orlando Brown, when Ray J brought up 112, the room 112. You remember the story behind the room 112 where the players dwell? That's the room that they would do all the little boy on boy stuff in. You know what I mean? Room 112 where the players dwell. Feels good. Make them feel good like Tony,
no,
Tony, Tony.
you put me on game. Go
Yeah.
ahead. Continue. Go.
So now when Ray J did that to Orlando
Continue.
Brown on that show, you seen Orlando Brown whole body change, right? He was, and this was the conversation. It was like, yeah, ain't nobody, ain't no parties, you know, ain't no parties. Like, yeah, we don't know no parties, you know, so and so. And then Ray J was like, yeah, we don't know nothing about room 112. And then Orlando was like, and then soon as Ray J said it, he picked up the camera that he had and put it on Orlando Brown, like he knew by saying that he's going to get a reaction. So as soon as he said it, he picked up the camera, put it on Orlando Brown. Orlando Brown's whole character changed. He was like, and started talking weird as fuck. You get what I'm saying? So it was like he
Kind of like
triggered.
when Jag whispered in his ear and his whole character changed. Then
Exactly.
what you think she
See,
whispered? What you think she whispered?
now you see what I'm saying. Like you see these different where they're reminding them to I know this, I remember that you know what I'm saying? those are the moments. That's the moments that, like Jaguar had to do it live for Real World, right? I mean, not Real World, Street Star, whatever that shit is, right? When he's talking about, oh yeah, a lot of people about to start paying for divorce. I got that video, Joker, that we had intercourse, blah, 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 blah. And then what Joker do? Joker fell in fucking line. Next thing you know, they doing a over the internet interview as opposed to her coming there because she said that they were trying to set her up, trying to get her. Really, they just trying to get her to settle for 5,000, even though they know they about to get a check for however much for the Jaguar interview. You know what I mean? They trying to give her 5,000 or 10,000.
They weren't giving her that much.
They wasn't giving her that much. The most they was getting for these interviews was $500. Listen, it was $500 that they were getting for this shit. Cause remember, every time Goomba and them got that $500, where did they go? They went to that fucking house. They went to that house. Remember, a lot of shit took place down there when a lot of these girls got out of that fucking house that they were trying to attach them to. That's why she can't go back until something happened with that whole house situation. You get what I'm saying?
She can't go back till she clear them goddamn 2 felony warrants up.
She ain't gonna clear those 2 felony warrants because you got to look at the scheme of this shit. Jaguar got people pretending to be roach inspectors knocking on people's door. Jaguar is sending fake DFS people to people's houses. You got to look at how many schemes this person's been playing on. She's got to keep putting other people in trauma in order to keep on building her platforms. So she really playing a whole scheme on other people's life. Look at the Regina Gold situation. Regina says she had people knocking on her door. That's what was putting her in fear, right? That's what was making her contact Jaguar to say, I'm trying to get out of here, so on and so forth. Her mom and then wanted to put her back in the hospital in order to get her right. Jaguar said, if you can get a ride down here,
somebody following y'all and all this shit,
right? And then all of a sudden, listen, look, all of a sudden, DJ Genesis got a ride ready for her. Got a driver ready. What the fuck? How you got a driver ready for a situation that you didn't know was coming up? Now you got somebody to drive her to the Greyhound. And they waited at the Greyhound while Jaguar got the money on TikTok for the bus ticket for her to get down there to them. Come on.
That's a hustler.
That's a hustler.
At some point in time, you got to get. If you take out the conspiracy and all the lies and all the bullshit, and if you just get down to the money and the hustle, sometimes you got to give it props. You got to give it because it's nobody respects the hustle. But
look, this is where she messed up at. This is where Jaguar messed up at. That 6-hour live, the one where they was doing that shit on the table. She said in that live, she said,
"Yo, can you?" Is there any way you can tag me in that live? I've been looking for that one, man. I've been like, yo, where that join that? I've been trying to work with that. That shit is hilarious.
I got you. I'm gonna go back and tag you. She said in that live, I didn't even want, they put me on to the Legina thing. I just, took it over and handled it. Hold on. Who the fuck put you onto it? So somebody else was already stalking or, you know what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm saying? That means she was already a target for whoever the fuck this. You get what I'm saying? She told on herself so much in that shit. That's why they went back and took that shit down. I'm the only one that got a copy of that shit. That's why they went back and took that shit down. Like, oh shit. That's why they try to take the page. Like, no, they got to take the page. She mentioned Tokyo Tony. Tokyo Tony and them told me about Nature Boy. I ain't know nothing about Nature. What? Damn, you implementing Tokyo Tony? Listen, it only take 5 people to point out a fucking Rico. You naming more than 5 people. Regina Gold. You know what I'm saying? Because she's saying YouTube trash. She naming all of these people as she says that YouTube put them people onto her. You name more than 5 people. All it takes is to prove that all 5 of y'all are connected to give y'all a fucking RICO act. You incriminated yourself big time in that 6-hour live. That's why they was like, and that's why I was pointing out, and y'all motherfuckers doing drugs in the back. Oh, y'all motherfuckers broken down.
And y'all doing drugs in the back.
You motherfuckers out here doing Hawaii 5-0. Book them, Dano. Get their asses.
You talk about the briefcase. I was on the floor. He's like,
Nigga coming there with a briefcase. Who you know he a super dealer. That nigga got a briefcase. You hear that bitch opening up. Clap. Damn. That's the combination lock briefcase 3.
yeah, man, she reminded me of what Mike Epps did the joint when he was selling the weed. And he opened up the briefcase with one nickel bag of weed in the briefcase. That shit had me crying.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I gotta tag you in that shit so you can. I know you're gonna clip that shit up.
Yeah, I need you know what I need? I need an Epstein Island clip from you too, man.
I got
Look,
you.
this should be so much easier if I can just directly tell people what I need from searching. But the shit that be out there just be funny. The way I gotta use it. The way I see it is the way I use it. I was like, oh, I gotta use that shit here.
Man, you said that shit on the wrong page. Now you said that shit on the Atlas family page. You motherfuckers about to be in my Discord sending me all types of clips. Give him this clip. I was looking some at your old stuff. I went back and looked at the playlist. Send him this. Send him that. I mean, I be getting clips. I ain't gonna lie, man. This shit hilarious to me, because like I said, from the beginning, I said, it's money all around for everybody. It just, some of this shit got to come with some levels of integrity, man. You got to have integrity, I'd rather have loyalty and no money than all that money and no loyalty. You know what I mean? And before you can get the money, you got to build the loyalty first, because I promise you, everybody that comes in after they see the money is going to just be looking at that money. Like, damn, they're making a lot of money over there. Oh, shit. I want to be a part of that. They say he paying his mods. Shit, I'm about to go mod over there. You get what I'm saying?
Look, it hit different. It hit different when you get monetized. I ain't even gonna lie to you, good brother. Because at first I don't know nothing about none of this shit. I'm just doing it just for the fun and just just for the sure enjoyment. Shit. Sometimes this shit just help me with my depression. Sometimes, you know what I mean? Right. You feel me? But then monetization happened, and I'm like, oh shit. Now that it made me understand. I start understanding, like, okay,
now you see. But
yeah,
you gotta do it for survival. Like, think about it. You did it for an outlet, but you can see the lore. Like, damn, so I could be, hold up.
Then I'm like, you know what? I ain't even mad at you, Jack. I ain't even, you made it a hot line. I made it a good song. Think about it. You made it a hot line. I made it a good song. Right. So everybody knows I ain't no damn Trevor Green. You Trevor Green, Ralph.
Right. Anybody Trevor Green. Shit. That's why I say these are characters online. Anybody can pick up one of these characters that she's throwing out there and become that character. It's just how much are you going to put into it?
Yeah, shit. At one point in time, I used to go by Maggie's headband.
I remember that name. They was mad as hell about that name.
Yep.
Like, RalphdaWise got somebody in there named Maggie's headband. He's got Jaguar's black bra.
And I also was Jag's bonnet.
Oh, I remember that name too. I liked that name, Jag's empty bonnet. I remember that shit.
You said something about that too. Like, they got a Jag. She said at one live, she said all three of my names. I got so scared. I hung up the damn phone. I turned off my TV. I said, damn, she on me. She on me. This bitch said all of my names.
She's on my
YouTube off.
What'd you say?
Let me get the hell up out of here.
The gig's up. Pull everything. Abort.
They got Trevor Green. They got Maggie's bike. They got Jag's bike. They got Ralph's bike. And I said, oh shit, let me get the hell up out of here. Shut it down.
IP addresses next. But that's what I'm saying, though. Like, when you're looking at this, look at it for what it is. You know what I mean? This is, like you said, an outlet, a place that you come because you know the bullshit is there. You know what I mean? I ain't trying to get on here. I'm trying to get on here, laugh with a couple people, you know what I'm saying? Point out a couple of things, maybe say some enlightened shit here and there, you know what I mean? But they making this shit too hard, man. They making this shit too hard. The Hunger Games wasn't even this tough, you know. They made
I wasn't around. I wasn't around for the Hunger Games and all that. You know what I mean, Trevor Green was born. Trevor Green was. I was. Trevor Green was born on your page.
I
Remember?
wasn't around for the Hunger Games either,
Yeah.
but
I want
they
to, but
said
then
this was
doing my
Hunger.
on my research and stuff like that, I started getting to. But see, what I'm not with. I ain't with all that doxing and striking and shit like that. You know, Wolf struck me. I had to take one of my videos down, and I was like, "Yo, you got pussy at? Can I say pussy? That pussy ass nigga done struck me and shit." Like, then that shit hit hard. It made me feel some type of way. Like for me not to be caring about all this stuff. When I got struck, I was sad.
Think about that shit. It
That
really
shit
will
made me
start. It
sad.
really
That
affects you.
shit
Like,
just something in my
yo, hold
personal
on.
emotions.
You really just try to like, y'all doing
Yeah,
all
then
this.
you struck me, and then I couldn't strike you back. And when I mean strike you back, I mean I couldn't put hands on you. I'm like, damn, this nigga all we in love. I can't even put hands on him. I mean, I was like, but damn, man, I can understand niggas be offended. I would see myself rolling up on somebody for striking me. YouTube streets is crazy.
But you say you got to see me about that. You got to
You know
see
what?
me.
Are
That's
you
why I
stroke
said,
me?
and that's the game that they were playing. That shit threw
Yeah,
me
see, I
for a loop.
couldn't survive. I couldn't have survived in that part of the time with the Hunger Games and stuff like that. No, no.
That was my thing. It was like, damn, that's how y'all playing. That's how y'all coming. Like, yo, you got Wolf Coochie out here doing all of this tech shit where he trying to, yeah,
Yeah,
just
he
get him
put
to
all
say
that
this.
shit. He was the
He
first one.
hitting
He the
me up.
first
He
one
hitting me up
to
talking about some,
mm-hmm.
that's my picture. We need to talk about that. We don't what? Man, it's the internet. The internet is undefeated. Anything that you make public, they tell you before you when you go on Facebook, when you sign up for any of these applications, they tell you everything that you put on here could be used publicly. So, all the shit that they doing, it's like, yo, y'all playing dirty because y'all using like the strike method as a way to say that y'all won. Y'all didn't win. You get what I'm saying? Like, think about it. If me and you beefing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Me using the police or putting the police on you is not a victory in the beef. To say that shit, you see, I'm out here. You see where he at. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you didn't win.
That's called snitching. That's called snitching with your chest up.
Right. So it's like the way that they going about it is like, how you claiming to be a YouTube gangster, but you striking pages?
Nigga ain't no, he ain't because he ain't not a YouTube gang. He ain't no YouTube gangster. He's stuck. He's stuck with Jag. That's what he is. That's his punishment. Stay over there.
He can't go nowhere either. That's how you know he the woman in the relationship. He can't go nowhere. Jag is
And look, Jag know what
handling.
she. Everybody, I get the whole handle of the situation, but look, trust me. You know, Jag, she's playing the shit out of him too, because
Yeah,
she
that's why
looks at
everything
that
he
whole
just
sassy, a submissive role. No, baby, I didn't.
when
But when
shit
it's
hit
time
the
for her to Jag
fan,
out,
wait till shit hit the fan. That's when you're gonna see, because then it's all gonna be Wolf Coochie's idea. Once that shit backfire and the feds get on to that nonprofit organization and they see that the money ain't going back into the nonprofit organization, and they look at the transactions that's been taking place through PayPal, and they look at these are all fraudulent schemes, because you gotta look at it.
look,
Wolf Coochie,
that's what Wolf Coochie is good. That's
that
what he's good. That's what he's good at. That's where he comes in at. Jag
mhm.
Shane with all that shit. Her job is to just get online and talk shit. That's her job. All that
And
old technical other shit, that's
but you
your
gotta
job. And
think, that's
that's
where
what makes
Jag
it a
wins
business.
at. That's where she wins at, because that's called plausible deniability. I ain't know he was doing none of that. I ain't know he had the Patreon set
Plus,
up to go to
it
the
don't matter. It don't matter to her anyway because none of the accounts is in her name. So on a business
exactly.
aspect, you know what I mean? Wolf smart, and that's why the whole digital pimping thing, is a perfect fit for him. You know what I mean? But at the same time, Jag pimping too. You know what I mean? But she pimping for personal reasons. She pimping for um comfort, stability, just to have somebody there. You feel me? You
And
know what I mean?
more, somebody to make runs for, a driver.
Yeah. Driving to the jump. Here you go. I need a show. Yeah, because I need cigarette store runs, but she don't smoke
Yeah,
no more. But
yeah.
still,
Hmm. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, and then Wolf is getting what he want out of it because he ain't get this much recognition the 15 years that he been on the internet. And the
yeah.
15 years he been
Nobody knows. Don't know.
a radio voice,
Yeah.
he ain't never get no attention.
At
So
KBLA AM station. Don't nobody even listen to the damn KBLA.
right. I seen all the shit of his ex-wife. That's where you got concert tickets, money, and shit from. Your ex-wife was the one that put
Exactly.
whack
Yeah,
stuff
and she got
in
rid of
his
yeah.
own. And when I seen Jaguar and them try to steal her idea for the cyberbullying thing, and I go back to his wife page and say, hold on, your wife already had a petition out for something like this previous. Why didn't you're like, damn, so y'all just stole the wife's idea.
Yeah,
Like
they try to
Jaguar was
steal her
just
idea and they try to steal her house. And that's when Jaguar start coming in, feeding shit all up in the wolf head, talking about, yeah, that's fucked up. You know what we can do, the state of LA, every 50-50, all this old crap. Nah, man. You
and that's why
scamming,
I
Jack.
say, like,
You out here
everybody
scamming.
think like I got my page back from Wolf or got Wolf to take the strikes off of my page because no. Wolf know what he was doing when he took the strikes off of my page. He couldn't get that video of them, Cheryl and everybody else, talking about him, so on and so forth, where Donat said that he was going to show up at their at his wife's court hearing, and so on and so forth. He couldn't get that video unless my page was back up, and he needed that video as evidence to try to say that this is exploitation from YouTube that's interfering with his divorce or kid his custody battle. So he needed that to even look favorable in the custody battle because the wife was using it to say that you got this dangerous person around my kids, EI
Mm.
Jaguar right. So he was saying that this is the people that's online, so on and so forth. So he needed that as evidence. So he needed my page back up. That shit ain't had nothing to do with me. They think that I didn't know that I was a
See,
fucking.
I'm understanding. I'm understanding you now, good brother. Keep going.
Do you get what
I'm
I'm saying?
understanding.
So
You
the
see how I use
whole,
it? You see how I use that word though? Did I use it in the right place? Did it come
yeah,
at the
yeah,
right
yeah.
time? Okay, keep going. I just want
So then the way they looped it was to try to make it seem like, yeah, we can build content. And then they use Maggie as a way to say, look, he's over there with Wolf now, as a way to try to get people to be like, oh, he kissing a butt or whatever because he got the page. No, they needed that page to be back so he can get the evidence that he needed. You know what I'm saying? Not even thinking, oh, don't he got it on two pages? Oh, you could have went to the other page and got it. He didn't think like that. You know what I mean? He just
that's smart thing. And plus, Jag got a thing for you. Jag behind the scenes, Jag fuck with you. She like you. You can tell by the interviews. You can strictly tell by the interviews. You know what I mean? And Wolf be on like Wolf probably he gravitated to that side of part of it too. Like you know what I mean? Yeah, Ralph is cool. I can relate
but
to him.
that's
That
why
was
but
a little
that's
funny.
why Wolf did it though. That's why Wolf
Mhm.
seen Jaguar taking a liking to me and was like, oh, let me go, and pop up on Ralph the Wise page, so on and so forth. That's why he called me over to his page. But that was also a way to get into my phone too, by making me use my phone
Mm,
to get on the
mm.
backstage or
This
to get on the StreamYard app.
this this
That was a
is
way to
getting
get
deep
access.
now.
Yeah, so that was a way to get access to my phone. When he pulled me up on his panel, he needed me up there so he can get access to my phone. See, the one thing they don't know is I know technology. I know what the fuck going on.
Yeah.
You get what
But
I'm
you know
saying?
what so because you know what? Listen, he tagged me in a comment and he was talking shit on one of their lives talking about yeah I just tagged Cherry Green in the comment. You know what I mean? I think he went over there and fell for the trap. So now I'm like, what the fuck trap he talking about? Like if I'd have went onto his page or something, I was like, yo, what
Yeah,
happened?
well, so you gotta remember, like when you got people like this, they're working with other people. It's the same way like Ronnie Bo needed to get, the emails, the text now numbers. Okay, so now you got their email and now you got their text now number, right? What happens when you try to receive your password or so on and so forth? It asks you if you want to send it to one of two places. Do you want to send it to the email or do you want to send it to the phone number? Right?
Okay.
Right?
I'm listening.
So all somebody will have to do is intercept an email or a phone number message. When people duplicate your phone or duplicate your phone, they see your messages. Every message you get, they see on that phone
Oh
duplication.
yeah, okay. When it mirror shit.
Exactly. Right. So when people get into your phone, all of this shit, that's how they're you. It's a data war. He's not doing nothing that's new. He's using old tactics that people already got fucking popped for and facing fucking blue collar crimes for. He acting like he just now, oh, this internet shit, well, I'm gonna be able to do. Nick, everything you doing has a paper trail that leads to a email that leads to a back door that leads to your dumbass. You can't operate on 4 phones. You might be working with somebody overseas, because they're doing the whole taking of the social security number thing and so on and so forth. And that's not even including the PPP loans.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of other exploitations that's happening around them getting other people's information on here. You get what I'm saying? That's why Atwoods and then was able to say, well, you could start the Patreon and we can make sure that you make 6,000 a month over there on Patreon. The same thing with YouTube. If nobody's going back into their cards and taking off, subscriptions and shit like that, every month that shit is taking money off your card, whether you're watching that person or not. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm.
Some people don't even know. They probably stopped watching Jaguar right fucking years ago, but they still paying. YouTube's still taking that whatever it is. And then here's the catch 22, right? Every time they get on, this is the catch 22. They're going to do it as long as when that paperwork start coming back for the taxes, that's when you're going to see them act like something happened with the page and they got to start a new page, so on and so forth. Because y'all don't want the money to be caught up with y'all. See, when I do my TikTok, all my credentials is attached to that. I got to file taxes behind a lot of this shit. They're hiding from that. You get what I'm saying?
Okay. So
on top of the scheming, on top of the fraudulent shit.
TikTok and YouTube set up similar as far as.
And when YouTube sends you a W-2 form too. When you got to pay out, when you're getting so much, money, ad revenue, so on and so forth, you got to file taxes behind that. That's why they make sure that they send you the codes, make sure that they verify the person. When you go to Google Ads, they make sure that you are who you are and the address is under who it is, because at the end of the year, you're going to have to file taxes under that shit. Jaguar and them probably don't know that because they jumping from hotel to hotel, so they probably don't even realize that these motherfuckers is trying to get in touch with them about those taxes.
Stepped it up. They Airbnb now. They stepped it up. But go ahead.
Oh, they got smart. Airbnbs let you pay for the whole month, or did they? They fuck around and just move to the farm for real because they probably got in touch with Freeman and was like, shit, we can go live there. But that's neither here nor there.
Here you go with this Freeman shit. No.
I had to spin it back around. I got to spin the block on that shit now. But yeah, so however you looking at it, like there's some shit that's got to be answered for, and 2026 is the perfect year for maximum exposure around a lot of this shit. So it's gonna be
I like that. I like that title, maximum exposure.
Yeah. 2026 about to be maximum exposure for a lot of this shit. So
2026, we doing maximum exposure, y'all.
Yeah, all 2026, So with everything that's being pointed out, like
voice.
You say what?
I said that was my YouTube voice. I'm trying to work on a YouTube voice. And, I'm learning. I'm new to all this, brother. I'm very new to all this, and it's very fun and entertaining. And once I loosen up and I get into my little vibe, we're gonna turn it up. We are gonna turn it up. I need you to turn it up with me, Ralph. 26 maximum exposure. I know that's right. Trend. Shout out to the mod. Trend 402. Look, see, I'm look, I'm getting it. I'm working. Giving the mod shout out. Don't forget to press the like button. Hit the like button, press it, tap it, kick it, fight it, bite it.
You getting it? You getting it?
I'm about to be a CC. I'm about to be a real CC in 2026. Fuckers they talking about? We outside.
You gonna start going live on your page? You definitely should.
Possibly. I gotta find the right fella. I gotta find the right theme. I gotta find the right theme. There's a lot, man. There's a lot that I want to. There's a lot that I want to do, man. I gotta start putting my my ideas together. And
I mean, you could
turn it up, man.
If you still gonna do I think the cartoon shit, like if you still gonna do that, then you could do it like you're watching the world premiere of a cartoon that you made. You know what I mean? So basically, you would live stream it first before you add it to the page, and then you get what I'm saying. You sit down. I
did a couple premieres.
Okay.
But you know what I mean. But the thing is with the animation and the cartoons is finding your material. Right. I want to get to the point where I can start creating my material as far as the audio part of it. The visuals is easy. It's the audio. Is finding the right audio to match the theme and the narrative of the topic or what you're talking about, what I'm trying to discuss, and keeping it
makes sense
within where it makes sense and where it's true to form. Like I don't want to chop Jag words up, and give her the opportunity to be like, no, he chopped it up. I didn't say that. He switched my words around. No, I want your words to be your words.
AI anyway.
Oh yeah, well we know that.
Everything is AI to Jaguar. He AI'd me. He lied. He AI'd me. Now she got that big homie CC beef to worry about because big homie CC is putting her in the vehicle, like saying that she is one of those handlers. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I think all that shit was. Well, we all know that all that big homie Jaguar lawsuit shit. We already know that shit was bullshit.
It's controversial.
Now we not arguing that. You know what I mean? But it don't make a difference. The controversy sells. That's why she keep bringing it up. And they keep talking. I wasn't there. We know you weren't there. You was gonna. You now you in the mix just by not being there. So that helps you out too. We get that. You know what I mean? But big homie CC, that worked for him too. Like but the whole conspiracy of they made me take a picture with big homie CC. So and then next thing the lawsuit came out. She kills it with all her conspiracies and shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't understand, man. It'd be hard to listen to the hours.
Like at one point, they was giving big shout outs to Jag. Like, what happened? What did Jaguar?
Well, did you see he just doubled down on a second interview? He did the on a 607 Unk show.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like, what happened? Like, so listen. At one point, this is how like a lot of this stuff is, choreographed because,
No, what it really is big homie CC know he can't win siding with a chick like Jag.
But
you won't stay at a certain. When you fuck with Jag,
but a lot of people are working with her already. You know what I mean? So why? So here's what I'm saying. Like, the same thing like with the AtWiz networks, the same thing with Ronnie Bo, the same thing with Maggie, the same thing with you start looking at all the other people, all the other creators that she fell off with or whatever, right? We see the pattern, right? But when you're looking at the group that put them out, right? Because Jaguar said it, she was like, I see what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to push me out of the blue couch or whatever the hell, and put big homie CC in, right? Same thing she said with AtWiz Network. I see what y'all trying to do. Y'all trying to push me out and then put Maggie in. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So the pattern is there. But we looking at Jag's pattern as opposed to the other side of things, right? At some point, a group of people was like, Jaguar's out. She got voted off the island. Y'all can go ahead and tear her, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because she won against something. Something happened again. Same thing like with the Roots. Same thing like with, the Pepsi commercial back in 99. Jaguar Wright fucks it up for herself.
She always
Same
did.
thing, same thing with that show they had. She messed it up. The jealousy got to her. You know what I mean? She fucked it up for herself. But now she in too big of a fuck up, if you ask me.
Somebody said, didn't she save 3 girls on the island?
Yeah, just like she helped all of those girls from the Nature Boy camp.
That's what Big Homie Cece was saying. He was saying, um, he was talking about her saving 3 girls from the island. He was saying, man, they was shot you, man. They got armed security guards over there.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I say, like, when you go back, hold on, let me see if I can find this video real quick on the page. When you go back,
look, I'm working on that. I'm working on my Epstein Island. Yo, this shit is already funny as hell, yo. I'm like, yo, this shit like a little mini movie.
Epstein Island clip. You got
yo, this shit like a mini. It's like a mini movie, yo.
You gotta tag me in it so we can watch that shit over here. I know that shit gonna be funny. Cause that shit, all of that shit, cause she said a lot. Especially if you turning that shit into a cartoon clip. She got to say
it is. Look, I took some. See, I'm trying to switch it up a little bit. So I'm trying to tell stories within stories. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm at some point in time I'm gonna get to doing my own voiceovers as opposed to already there audio.
Okay. And you put your own voice over it.
Exactamundo.
Yeah.
This shit crazy. This is the longest I ever been on live. I'm sitting here looking at this shit. I'm like, damn. It look like I'm watching somebody else shit. I'm like, oh, this is me, nigga. This is me up here talking.
You better get used to it. That's the only way you really, that's where the numbers and shit come in at.
I kind of figured that. You see, I'm learning. Oh, they want to say my first acid check.
I think this is the one right here.
Are you jamming on it?
Yeah, this is it. Here, I'm gonna tag you in it.
Which one is that?
Here. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it right here. Let me see if I can put it. Okay, I think if you click on that, that'll take you to the 6 hour live, the one where she was, said a bunch of shit about the whole Tokyo Tony situation, the Nature Boy situation, and the shit they doing in the background. Let me see if I can tag you in it though. What happened? What the hell just happened? See, I'm working on my voice too. Going deeper. Deep voice. Deep shit. Deep voice shit. I don't know. It might have tagged you. It might have tagged you in it. I think I tagged you in it. I put at Trevor Green, but I'm not sure. Yo, your mic muted. Your mic is muted.
Test, 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Am I back?
You're back. You're back. We
Okay,
can hear
that's
you.
my mic technician open. Yeah, I gotta find out. I can't when I try to open that joint up, it kicked me out, so I gotta do it another way. No.
Just copy it. Or come back to the video later, I guess, and click on it. I don't know.
Okay, that'll work. Man, Ralph, let me get up out of here, man. It was good talking to you, man. Look, this ain't the last. This ain't the last of it. We gonna chop it up. We gonna get together, man. We gonna brainstorm. We gonna see what we can do to entertain these people in the year 2026.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Shout out to everybody who tuned in.
Y'all make sure y'all go follow Trevor Green page. Is gonna have some crazy stuff coming up. I can only imagine the creative stuff that he's gonna put together in this year to come. So y'all make sure y'all go check it out.
Yeah, we about to set it on fire. All right, I holla, good folks, I holla.
Looks like things about to get interesting over here.
Welcome to our tea. What's it gonna be?
No, I'm not muted.
I'm thinking we can serve your tea hot. We can make it ice cold. We can put it in a shot. Or we can make it real bold. Oh, beef on top of beef. Oh yes. Yes, it's giving messy, real mess. We having black tea. So won't you come and take a sip? We serving black tea, but be careful not to slip. Black tea, taste the drama real good. Do you want some black tea in the YT neighborhood? Truth is moving on them streets, but it's caught between them lies. Who be grifting, who cheats? Who be sending round them spies? Beef on top of beef all day, every day. Troublemakers put on display. Do you want some black tea? Won't you come and take a sip? We serving black tea, but be careful not to slip. Black tea.
I'm gonna go play the game for a little bit. I didn't realize it was still this early.
Do you want some black tea in the YT neighborhood? You feel me? Feel me? Black tea. Won't you come and take a
They try to If he starts doing voiceovers, I might help him with voiceovers. Put a whole skit together. You know? Shit, I can help with the voiceovers. Put all types of skits together. But neither here nor there. Y'all make sure, you know, if nobody told y'all that they love y'all today, make sure, you know. Y'all make sure that y'all go and keep on doing what y'all doing, man. Love is love. Namaste. Ashe. Salutation. Shalom. Peace. If nobody told y'all that they love y'all today, let me be the first but not the last to tell you that I love you. Remember, one's image of oneself should be greater than reality. You know? I'm going to go make me a cup of coffee. You know? Let's shake this Jaguar right sector up. Let's dump it on his head and see what comes out. We need new people over here anyway. You know? Let's just dump it on his head and see who falls out. You know? Dump it on his head and see what comes out. And we're going to go live again later on today. So we'll go live again later. Maybe 11 something? I'll go get the backdrop ready for it.
They try to take us out of history, try to replace us with a mystery. Sometimes you wonder how could this be? They still try to keep us down. They wanna take away our good land, ancestors' bones powdered like dry sand. Replace your home, your God, your food, and still they want